Have you ever dreamed of winning the lottery? I mean, who hasn't, right? You imagine buying a new house, a fancy car, maybe helping out your family and friends. For Abraham Shakespeare, a 40-year-old truck driver's assistant from Florida, that dream became a reality in 2006. He casually bought a couple of lottery tickets at a convenience store, and one of them turned out to be the golden ticket, a jackpot worth $30 million. Abraham chose the lump sum payment, which, after taxes, left him with a cool $17 million. At first, it seemed like a fairy tale. He was a man with very little education and had a criminal record, but this was his chance for a fresh start. He was known around his hometown of Lakeland as a generous guy, maybe a little too generous. He bought his mama house, paid off a friend's mortgage, and started handing out money to anyone who asked. He once said, "I thought all the friends were for me, but then I realized all the friends were for the money." Word of his generosity spread like wildfire. People started lining up at his door, calling him non-stop, all with their hands out. He was overwhelmed. Abraham wasn't a sophisticated financial planner. He was a regular guy who suddenly found himself drowning in a sea of requests and bad advice. He bought $1 million home in a gated community, a new truck, and a Rolex, but the joy was short-lived. The constant pressure was turning his dream into a nightmare. He often said he wished he'd never won. In late 2008, a woman named Doris Moore, or Dee Dee as she was known, entered Abraham's life. She approached him with an idea. She was writing a book about his life story. She presented herself as a savvy business person who could help him manage his dwindling fortune and protect him from all the people trying to take advantage of him. Abraham, desperate for help and someone to trust, agreed. He saw her as a lifeline. Dee Dee quickly took control of Abraham's finances. She convinced him to sign over his remaining assets to a company she controlled, telling him it was the only way to keep his money safe. She moved into his mansion and began to isolate him from his family and old friends. She would answer his phone, telling callers that he was tired of being bothered and didn't want to speak to anyone. His family grew concerned. They hadn't heard from him in weeks, which was very unusual. In April 2009, Abraham Shakespeare disappeared. When his family pressed Dee Dee for answers, she gave them conflicting stories. She said he'd gone to Jamaica to get away from it all. Then she said he was sick and in a hospital. She even used Abraham's phone to send text messages to his family, pretending to be him, telling them he was fine and just needed some space. But the messages didn't sound like him. His family knew something was terribly wrong. In November 2009, they officially reported him missing. The police started investigating, and their attention quickly focused on Dee Dee Moore. Her stories were inconsistent, and her behavior was suspicious. She continued to spend Abraham's money lavishly, buying a Hummer, a Corvette, and going on expensive vacations, all while claiming she didn't know where he was. The investigation took a dramatic turn when Dee Dee tried to find someone to take the fall for Abraham's disappearance. She approached an acquaintance and told him that Abraham had been killed. She offered him $50,000 to lie to the police and say he was responsible. But here's the twist, that acquaintance was secretly working as a police informant. He recorded their conversations. In one of those recordings, Dee Dee showed the informant the exact spot where Abraham was buried. On January 28, 2010, police excavated a concrete slab behind a home that Dee Dee had recently purchased. Underneath, they found Abraham Shakespeare's body. He had been shot twice in the chest. The gentle, generous man who just wanted a better life was gone. The evidence against Dee Dee Moore was overwhelming. The recordings, the financial records showing she had drained his accounts, and her web of lies all pointed to one conclusion. Prosecutors argued that her motive was simple greed. She had befriended Abraham with the sole intention of stealing his fortune. And when he started asking questions about where his money was going, she decided to get rid of him permanently. During her trial in 2012, the prosecution painted a picture of a cold, calculating woman who manipulated a kind but naive man. Her defense team argued that other people were responsible, that drug dealers were after Abraham. But the jury didn't buy it. After just a few hours of deliberation, they found Dee Dee Moore guilty of first-degree murder. She was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The story of Abraham Shakespeare is a tragic cautionary tale. It's a story about how a dream come true can quickly become a living nightmare. He was a good-hearted person who was unprepared for the dark side of sudden wealth. His generosity made him a target, and his trust in the wrong person cost him everything. It serves as a powerful reminder that money can't buy happiness, and sometimes it can attract the very worst kind of danger. It makes you think, doesn't it? What would you do differently? How do you protect yourself when your life changes overnight? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story compelling, please like and subscribe for more content just like this. See you next time.